I'm eating my way through Tokyo, Japan, and I'm taking you with me. What the f is going on? They gotta be just f***ing screwing with me at this point. It just shot so much juice down my throat. Can I really trust that shit? Who knows? I have officially reached the freaky deaky part of the city. That is fantastic. So the first place we're headed to is going to be the Tsukiji Outer Market. We want to get a feel for the authentic local experience, so we figured why not hit up a street market. First thing I noticed while being here for just a few hours is that how orderly things are, how quiet and peaceful things are compared to like going to like a New York, even Cleveland, where I'm from. It just seems to be a much, not even a slower pace, but just a lot more serene. So literally like 10 minutes ago, we looked up some common phrases just to get us through being polite. I'm trying to keep in my back pocket the word for sorry, because me being me, probably the biggest guy here. And again, that's one thing too, is that the size disparity is very, very evident. I am 6 foot, 245 pounds. I don't consider myself the biggest guy over in the States, but you would think I'm the big show. I'm kind of dwarfing people over here. And I'm trying to remember the word for sorry, which is sumimasen. That's going to be my most used word here. I am sure of it. Sumimasen. 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 So this was noted to be a pastry cream. It looks like it's some kind of mochi with a strawberry in it, but I kind of feel like that's going to undersell it. Let's just try it. So it is like a cream-filled mochi. The cream is remnant of something you would find in like a cream-filled donut. It's very good. It's very sweet, which is kind of surprising considering a lot of things that I pick up from Asia isn't as sweet as most things you find in the States. But this is like up there with something you would find overseas at home. It's enjoyable. So I stopped at this little sushi sashimi spot, and I got this little platter here, and it has shrimp, eel, salmon, and tuna. Let's try the tuna first. Fresh, fatty, clean. That's what you want. Salmon. A bit more dense, but still fresh, clean. This eel. That is fantastic. Very flaky, flavorful, a bit of fat right there, a bit of skin to give you some texture, and that grilled taste comes all the way through. A little shrimp with, I believe, like salmon roe on it. You're never gonna go wrong with shrimp. And there's like a little, maybe Kewpie mayo on it too. Very good. So for that stand, I opted to actually get just the karaage because I try to stick to a rule of thumb that if there's a market or a place full of people absolutely swamped, but if you're at a spot where there's nobody, maybe don't make your riskiest move at that spot. Because if it's abandoned amidst a sea of people, can I really trust that shit? But I will trust some karaage. It's good. It's fried chicken. Can't really mess up fried chicken. I'm actually on the search for Katsu. I'm a slut for Katsu. You guys have heard me say it before. So I know there has to be somewhere here where you can get some pork or chicken Katsu, right? We'll be looking. Came across a spot, the grilled Wagyu beef. We don't know if it's 100% the A5 at all. And just to know, this will be the first taste of Wagyu, but it will not be the last one. I have a spot coming up towards the end of the trip, which will probably be the most expensive Wagyu experience you're gonna find here in Japan. Make sure you stay tuned for that bit. Ooh.
We've had a lot of people come and eat here, and they compare it with, like, for example, the one down the road. I probably shouldn't be saying that, but when they come here, they eat both. Without a doubt, every time, no matter where people eat, they always come back here. They always say this one is the best one.
A5 Wagyu from the street market. Again, nicest guy you could ever find. I'm hoping it's really good. We got an array of, I believe, wasabi, maybe a garlic sauce, a seasoned salt right there as well. So we're gonna try it naked first, actually. Let's see what we got here. It just shot so much juice down my throat. That fatty, just butteriness. I'll try a corner with some wasabi. It's fine. Like the wasabi almost takes away from just that beefy flavor you would want with a little bit of seasoned salt. Now the salt enhances it. Oh my God. Maybe it's a Himalayan pink salt mixed with like pepper and other spices. That is a hit on it. And now this sauce right here, this white sauce, that's almost like a wasabi sauce as well. It's very spicy, peppery, and that's a great compliment too. The wasabi itself, the green, is like the only thing that I wouldn't have again on it. But you don't need anything on it because the meat itself does all the work you want it to do. If this is my first taste of Wagyu here, I can't wait to stop at the other spots we're going to. So I found me one of these egg sandwiches I've been wanting to try for the longest. The spot just seemed to be like an egg spot itself. They even had like this little egg milkshake. At least I assume it's an egg milkshake. The language barrier got me there. But with this little beautiful egg sandwich, I'm very curious. We're gonna see what we got here. It's like a sweet egg sandwich. Oh my God. It almost gives you like French toast. Because like, you know, you have like French toast covered in syrup. You get that eggy bit of texture, and then you get the sweetness. This is like a French toast, and then even like the bread itself. I'm wondering if this is milk bread. This is delicious. I was not expecting to like this, but this is delicious. And then I got this, I have to assume it's an egg milkshake, right? I'm gonna shake it like a crack addict, egg milkshake. Oh, that is very light. It's delicate, almost like it's just like a milk drink itself opposed to like a milkshake, which makes sense. They're not keeping this frozen out here, so yeah, it makes sense. It's almost like a custardy flavored milk drink. I guess it is similar to like a milkshake, like a very loose milkshake. It's good, solid. So walking, I see a big boiling cauldron of what looks to be some kind of stewed meat that definitely tickles the fancy, and I think I am interested in this. So I got my beef in the rice bowl. I was not expecting to get a drink with it. I have no idea what this is, but let's see what it is. It's some kind of amber drink. It literally just tastes like water. I have no idea what this is. Okay, that's fine. Now let's try this beef and rice bowl. Now, I know you guys are gonna ride me in the comments because my chopstick skills are atrocious, especially when it comes to like noodles or rice. I am not that skilled, so we're gonna do our best here. A lot better than it could have been. Let's see what we got. It's very sweet, savory, almost as if it's like a teriyaki bowl. Very thin, shaved beef with onions, caramelized, cooked down, really remnant of like a teriyaki. Maybe that's what it is. I didn't ask any questions, so who knows? That could be exactly what it is. The onions adding a little bit of sweetness too, aromatic, opening you up. Just like I open you up. This is like comfort food, as far as I'm concerned. And then it's so savory, so flavorful, and you got that rice to kind of timid it down. A very balanced meal. I've been advising my wife we don't want to be super, obnoxious here because again, just even to a place like this, there is a level of just peace. It's a very restricted chaos, opposed to like a marketplace in any of these big cities back home, right? So I've been a stickler about trying not to be the loudest person in any environment, which I know there's some connotations to that. I know being black, we shouldn't be afraid to be vocal, be loud, because there's that stigma, right? But while in Rome, do as the Romans do. You know what I mean? So it's just a little bit of that. Because again, it's the most quiet chaos I think I've ever been a part of so far here. I'm back at the spot where they had the like mochi strawberry cream pastry because I circled back and I noticed that they had these harvested melons. And I feel like if I come to this market and don't try one of the melons, you guys are going to go all the way up inside my body, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna try a few right here. So on top of the melon, I am gonna try this tangahulu, which if you don't know what it is, it's like a sugary glazed encased fruit. So you basically take a simple syrup, like your sugar, your water, and you dip a fruit in it and you let it get really, you know, covered, and then you let it get hard. And it's like this candy coating. So this is actually my wife's and I'm stealing hers because I'm like, you know, on this trip, I might as well razzle where I dazzle too. So tangahulu first. Super tart strawberry with that glass-like sugar. It's like, it gives you that candy vibe, but it's not candy. It's just a sweet, natural kind of a experience with just a little bit of guilt. Just a little bit of guilt because, again, you're eating crystallized sugar. So still a little bit of fat-free right there, if you will. My wife told me to try a grape too, for balance. Okay. The grape doesn't have as much tartness. It's more of that sweet on top of sweet that you would get, but where you have that very pungent, very strong sweetness of the sugar, you got that very mild, natural sugar of the grape. So it's a bit of difference there, but like a little bit of tartness now that I'm swallowing it on the back end. Okay, and now the melon. Interesting. That has to be the juiciest melon I have ever wrapped around my list. And the sweetness, it's of course mild because it's a cantaloupe, but it still fights. Look at that drip. Hold on, look at that drip. Come on, baby. Drip for daddy, drip for daddy. Drip for daddy. Oh, she dripped for daddy. Despite it being such a mild, natural sweetness, it still cuts through. And that's even more impressive because I just had that sugary tangahulu, which I would think kind of, you know, lessens the sweet sensory capability of the tongue, right? No. And if the sweetness of this melon can rival the sweetness of just concentrated caramelized sugar, that's truly a testament. Did I just get a cantaloupe pull? Did we just have a cantaloupe pull? Again, it's like, and I can't get over the juice level of this. It's so moist. It's almost as if they pumped some kind of solution into it. That's damn good. So it's actually starting to look like a little bit of rain. So we have a bit of shopping on our itinerary. You hear that Japan is like the electronics capital, the fashion capital, and the skincare capital of the world. So we're gonna go to Ginza, the Ginza area, and see what we can find. And I know you don't really care about shopping, so we're gonna keep this part brief for you guys. Let's go. I actually did get caught in the rain. It's fine because there was a convenience store right behind me. And I got one of the infamous clear umbrellas. I heard a lot that the clear umbrella is like kind of a big thing here, that people will steal these off the rack, either inadvertently or on purpose, because they're just that much of a common thing and that popular. But I guarantee you, this is not gonna leave my big greasy grip. So while walking to the Ginza area, I stumbled across this little shop, a little sign outside the shop, and lo and behold, there's a pork cutlet, Katsu. And what was I just talking about? Your boy loves Katsu. And I walk in, it's this little like hole in the wall, a little shop, maybe like 4 seats on the counter in the shop. And then as I'm walking in, the shopkeep points to this little spiral staircase in the corner, instructing us to go upstairs. And there's this little sitting room. I ordered a few things. Got the pork katsu, and I got a cheese omelet curry, which I've never had before. So I figure something new while I'm here. You know, I get a little moist for it at the Katsu. From what I gather, there are only 2 of these restaurants, so it's not a big chain at all. You guys don't know how excited I am to have some curry, some katsu over here. Crispy, just looks flaky. Could end up being ass, but I am very hopeful. I am praying and wishing and hoping and wishing that this is going to be good. The way my wife is attacking hers, I'm assuming it's good, but let's just see how it is. It's damn near like a cornflake kind of a batter. It's so crispy, so light, airy, fried extremely well. The coating is not the most flavorful, but the curry, that curry is wild. Hold on. Let me get a spoon so I can introduce this to my mouth the right way. Potato. I can see why they did what they did. And I think that's actually commonplace in most katsu curry combos, right? I guess you don't want to overly season the meat, right? Because the curry, you bite into it, it's spicy, it's sweet. The way the curry comes through, it's not enough to overpower anything else, but it is like if you're just sucking down the curry by itself, it is a lot. It is like almost overwhelmingly flavorful. But then you have that mildly flavored cut of the meat with some rice. It balances it out really well. Now again, this cheese omelet with curry, I've never even thought of having anything like that. Now again, it's probably commonplace here. I'm the guy from overseas. I've never had anything like it. We'll see what we got. I appreciate it for what it is. Let me try another bite for science. Hold on, stand by. It's not my favorite, only because me being the texture guy, you got this super soft, runny, cheesy egg, soft on top of soft on top of soft, right? And then you got that curry. Now, flavor-wise, it works for the same reasons, because you got the very mildly palate. You got the very mild base of the egg itself. It's like a canvas for something a little bit more, and then that's where the curry comes in. But with the curry, the carrots are cooked down so much, the potatoes cooked down so much, and then you got the soft egg, and that could just be, I don't know, not the best for someone. I do enjoy cheese and curry. I've learned that right now. But egg and curry, I don't know if that's for me. Will I finish that? The egg, not sure. The pork, that stands no chance. Absolutely. That's so good. So while walking through Ginza, we stumbled across this little skincare store, and we noted a few things on TikTok that we wanted to try. We're seeing a few of them here, so we're gonna do a little bit of sightseeing, a little bit of exploring in here to see what we can find. Kind of expected it, right? Some roughly about a 2x in most tops and jackets, which is roughly about 3 or 4x here, depending on the cut. They don't have my size in almost anything here. And even the shoes, I'm about a 14. The biggest they have here are 12s or 11 in American. So being a bigger guy, it's gonna be a little tough finding some clothes over here, or at least in the higher end spots. But we'll see if we can find some stuff at like the unique clothes and other spots around here. So while I didn't find any clothes that really fit me, literally and figuratively, I did find some fragrance that kind of tickled the fancy. I asked the sales rep for some Japanese fragrance I couldn't find over in the States, and I found one that kind of, I had to ask the wife if, if you'll get her feeling some kind of way, and she confirmed, hey, yeah, you said that'll get you kind of feeling that way, right? She confirmed it. I'm gonna get some tonight. Yeah. So I'm assuming Ginza has to be like the fashion district of Tokyo, like New York has its fashion district, which is funny because we were actually in New York for about a day and a half because I messed up the times for our flights to New York to catch our flight to Japan, and it was during Fashion Week. And I felt bad we were only there for a day because I kind of wanted to explore New York's Fashion Week because I've been in and out of New York for years, but never caught it during Fashion Week. But being here with surrounded by all these names, I don't know, you kind of get a little taste of that in Japan. At least I feel like it. So we're gonna explore a bit. So as soon as I walked in here, I asked about the size question, and again, your boy's SOL again. They just don't carry American 2XLs, but I can order it online. But the caveat is, she was telling me that I can only have it shipped here. I wouldn't have the option to have it shipped home. Not sure if I believe that, but so I'm going to take a look here, see if I can find some things I like, and then I'll go home and try to order them while I'm home.
What do they say?
I have no idea what they just said. If you know what they said, let me know in the comments. Just walking out of the mall here, and what do I stumble across? What? Now, would I be wrong visiting Hooters in Ginza, wasting my appetite? Is it wasting the appetite if I decide to go to Hooters in Ginza? It would be for research. It'd be solely for research purposes. Wife, we might need to go to Hooters for content and research purposes.
Certainly not.
I just like research. No, we ain't gonna do it, because actually a ramen spot that I wanted to hit is pretty close to here. So I think we're gonna take you there. This very spicy, creamy broth with cilantro, really fragrant, brightens it up quite a bit. And then these little baby shrimp, they're crisp, they're plump. You know I love me some plump things. I could eat a bucket of the shrimp by themselves. They're just so good. Would it be diabolical to have a bucket of shrimp when you go to the movies? You wouldn't eat a bucket of popcorn shrimp at the movies? I used to talk to the boys like, they should do tater tots, a bucket of tater tots. Would you guys eat a bucket of tater tots at the movies? Let me know in the comments. Nice little jammy egg here. Just dip that in the broth. It's creamy with almost like a cheesy taste to it. There's really like a cheesiness to that yolk for some reason. That is crazy. I don't know what's going on there. I wasn't expecting it to be flavored. Well, I guess that's dumb. I asked for a flavored egg, so yeah, I guess I was expecting it to be flavored. That's sick, but in the best way possible. If eggs just tasted like that, I would bust them down daily. I got this little bit of like a chili oil here. I got a little bit of that with the chili oil. That's gonna put hair on body parts for you. That's enough to wake you up, to say the least. Kind of just heat. There's not a lot of flavor to the oil itself, but it does the job. Adds that kick that you need. Because the ramen is doing a 10 out of 10 on the flavor side itself. And I almost didn't come here because of the whole fiasco with missing the flight. I had to try and cut some things, and this is almost on the chopping block, but that would have been the biggest mistake of this whole trip. This is fantastic. While walking back to the hotel, we stumbled across Ginza Fruit. Anyone want to guess what they sell here? Bingo! Sandwiches. It's a spot that sells high-class, bougie super fruits. The ones you see on your timeline. Apples, pears, peaches, melons. And you could just tell that they give these fruits massages and reach-arounds. I got a peach, a persimmon, and a cake layered inside a melon rind. It's not as sweet as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was gonna like be whole puckeringly sweet, but it's not at all. It's very, very tame. There's a fragrance to it as well. Just crazy juicy. Like you bite into it, you damn near drown. It's like a herbalness to it as well. Like on the very, very afternote, you know? And I've never seen a peach this color either. And it's so soft, so tender. The persimmon. I've never had a persimmon before. This is almost sweet like honey. Another super tender piece of fruit right here. It's like they must have beat these things ass to get them this tender. Like they gotta be like just gut punches, you know what I mean? You know what I bet they do? I bet they massage these. I know I've seen fruits where they get them to be so soft and juicy by like massaging them, giving them deep long strokes. I am here for that. Now it would be kind of asinine for me to just try and like take a fork to it, right? 'Cause I can bite this. That's not uncivil if I just take a bite, right? That is not what I was expecting at all. So you taste some of that melon in the cream. It's really airy, like almost like it's whipped. Oh, of course, it's whipped cream, duh. It's like cream, sugar, and melon juice, which is great. The strawberries and other fruits, super soft as well. They're very almost pulverized. But this cake, the cake it's like a dry sponge cake, almost like maybe an angel food cake. It's fine. It's just not knocking my socks off the way I thought it would. It's a very light, damn near refreshing treat to have. And I do appreciate having something like this over a gooey, buttery, thick, dense cake. Sometimes you just want something light. But it's just kind of okay. Interesting. Okay. For dinner, my wife really wanted to come to Gonpachi. You may recognize this spot from the movie Kill Bill. It's a two-tiered spot that whips up traditional Japanese cuisine. And when I say sensory overload here, that's actually an understatement. My God. Each veggie is almost as if it just got slightly misted with salt water. Other than that, it's just a very crispy vegetable. It's fine. I have no idea how I'm even supposed to attack this one. It's like a daddy long legs of food. And once you get in front of all the kind of bullshit, it's a very tasty fried shrimp dumpling with cream cheese, some sweetness, and then you have like a snap of that fresh shrimp, crispy around the edges without all of the theatrics. I really don't understand the porcupine demonstration here. I'm very confused. It's a very rare, mildly flavored piece of salmon. Again, just barely seasoned with a mist of salt water probably. And again, very, very rare, damn near blue. It's, again, just okay. Damn. And another thing, the service here is, oh, hi, okay. Thank you. Okay, so right as I was about to complain about the service time, right? So when we first sat down, we were waiting probably about 20 minutes to get water. You know what I mean? We didn't get water until they came to take our order, and I had to remind them that, hey, we hadn't gotten water yet. So even then, it took them 20 minutes to even come and ask us for our order, to talk to us or whatnot. And from that last part I showed you, it was maybe about a 10-minute wait between that last bit of salmon to get this sirloin right here. So we will see how this is, because they're almost 0 for 3 right now. This is a halal karage Wagyu sirloin. Going in. Nothing has any seasoning on it. That's the wildest thing. That Kill Bill money couldn't get them any damn seasoning? Like, what the f*** is going on? You get this like powdered white stuffed nose candy on the side. Let me see what this is. It's salt. Why not put the f***ing salt on the steak? And we got this like red and white powdery stuff. I'm not sure what this is. No idea what this is. It's almost like a mushy root vegetable. Trying it with a little bit of that, the salt and wasabi on it. It's fine that way. But if you gotta add all of that to your steak to make it like palatable, what would the blade say? It's like you're trying to skate uphill it's like you're trying to go uphill with roller skates on. That's what that dude said. Oh man, rough. Like Clifford. This is a halal tempura rice bowl. They gotta be just f***ing screwing with me at this point. Other than a very, very light sweet glaze that they kind of dusted on the rim of the shrimp. You pretty much just taste batter with a very little bit of salt. Texturally is great. It's crispy, tender in the middle, juicy shrimp with a little bit of snap on it. Just not a lot of flavor on it. I don't get it. The tempura jalapeno pepper, just battered, not even like the syrup or salt or anything. What could this be? Maybe eggplant? Maybe something, I don't know. Like squash, not seasoned. It's, all right. And this was 15,000 yen, and so like just over $100. So I guess not a terrible value on this, I guess, considering, but just flavor-wise, price is like a $25 meal. All right, let's see what dessert has to hold. So finally we have the dessert. Again, I had no option to really figure out what kind of dessert it was, so I assume it's ice cream with like a gelatin. It is frostbitten vanilla ice cream. So when I booked the reservation, they managed to find out that I have a page, a channel, or whatnot. So amidst me walking back and forth to the bathroom here, the manager and like so amidst me trying to walk to the restroom, the manager and that manager's manager stopped me, shook my hand. They're good people, polite, decent human beings, right? But I feel bad because I have to speak my truth, right? So again, they gave me their card. They're like, hey, the one guy even said, please give some good publicity to the restaurant or whatnot. But damn it, like, oh wait, let me try this gel. It comes with like a gel. Let me see what this gel is about. Maybe the gel will save this review. Surprise, the gel did not save the review. It's just like gelatinized water. There's literally, this is literally shit. No, it's where it belongs. There is literally no flavor to that. I'm not even exaggerating. No sweetness. There's no tartness. There's no savoriness. There's no creaminess. It is literally as if you just took water and added gel. What the f*** is going on? I sincerely wanted to love this place. I sincerely, absolutely was hoping that this is going to be a 10 out of 10 because I went to the street market. Everything was a banger. The street food, everything was a fucking banger. I went to the ramen spot. Banger. I went to the Katsu spot. Banger. So I had no reason to believe that the elevated experience that was good enough to be a part of a Kill Bill set, right? Renowned, all that publicity had to have like put eyes on you and just make you want to step your game up, right? To even be on the Kill Bill producers and directors radar, you would imagine that this would be like a top tier. But I come all the way from the US of A, bars, to be disappointed with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 course. This 6-course disappointment. That is talent. That is dedication. Let's move on. They got little mini versions of me. Oh, I hit the spot. First bit of sustenance for the day. Matcha. The spot had a lot of like these specialty drinks. I was tempted to get one of the more like desserty ones, but I'm like, I'm gonna have enough sugar and carbs and fat in me, and I'm over here 240 pounds. I don't need anything else. And plus, let me try and get a little bit of that authentic taste in here. Who knows if it's even really authentic? It could just be another knockoff, like other spots. Just because we're in the country doesn't mean that it's not a knockoff. But as for my psyche, I feel like I did a good job. And while walking through the market, we stumbled across this little eatery with a sign out front. And while looking at the sign, everything on there looked very interesting and some of it looked very scary. So we walked in. I opted to get this platter that had filleted eel and cow tongue. I also got a side of eel heads. Yes, those are eel heads. I'm only scared because of the potential texture. Super chewy. It's not as like fibrous as like a normal meat. And it didn't have any real seasoning on it either, and that did not help the situation at all. It's not like crazy chewy, like rubbery, like leather or anything like that. That was a tough one for me. Bit of eel. Very soft, very tender. Borderline doesn't even resemble the same texture of like fish at all. It just almost gives you like a minced meat kind of a mouthfeel. I think I'm really gonna have to just get over my little fear of soft foods to survive a lot of this trip. Again, this one doesn't necessarily have a bad texture at all. It's fine. It's just that soft food. It's just like the thing over here. Now these eel head skewers. I assume we just chew it, right? That's actually not bad. The bones aren't like just super abrasive. It's really almost like a chip texture. And that's it. I definitely don't have that problem with like it being too soft here. Extremely crispy. With that, I'm taking great care to really break it down and chew the absolute shit out of it, because I've had fish bones stuck in my throat before. I ended up in the emergency room off of it. Me being a voice actor, it's a no bueno. I cannot play that game. So the paranoia and the fear is scaring the shit out of me with this, just basically purposely ingesting fish bones. So that may be the only bite of that I take. It tastes great. It has this very sweet, syrupy glaze on it, but then you also have a bit of savoriness, saltiness to it too. So flavor there is good. Texture is better than eating some kind of beef soup. Now I can say that I've had eel head before, so you guys can't call me a bitch in the comments. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, since it's an eel head, that technically was my first bite of animal brain, huh? Because I doubt they removed the brain, right? So this is a double first experience. All right, moving on. This is the Nakamise shopping street, and excuse me if I mispronounced that, located in the Asakusa district, another market area beaming with people, shops, and traditional snack spots all over. The market is just outside of Sensoji, Tokyo's oldest Buddhist temple. Since the market is just outside the temple, eating is only allowed in specific areas. First taste of a Japanese pancake. A little sweet, a little spicy. I was not expecting that at all. Almost the consistency of like a very hard pork rind. But then, what's that cereal name? With the frog. Honey Smacks. It almost has a texture of Honey Smacks as well. Like most of you fried a Honey Smack. But taste-wise, it almost gives you like wheat thin cracker. Almost like maybe like a cayenne pepper, some kind of molasses. That's kind of where I'm thinking I'm getting the sweetness from here. This is very enjoyable. I want to have this like with something, like with some chili, some soup or something. This is very good. KFC could never. It's very crispy. The thin meat is still tender, not overcooked at all. The spice on here, it's strong, but it's not like overpowering at all. It's pleasant. It's very pleasant to eat. Not too hot to like not be able to enjoy the actual meat. Again, the meat's so juicy too. It's great. So they were very clear not to eat this in front of the temple or on the street leading up to the temple. So I waited until I was out of the like shrine altogether to make sure I was not disrespecting in any way possible. The little doll cake, and this is one of the ones that's like fresh off of that little press you see here. It smells freaking phenomenal. A really doughy, pliable, soft texture. See right here. They're like bean paste. It's still piping hot, but it's delicious. The taste almost reminds you of a soft fortune cookie as far as the dough goes. And then at this point, we all know how that bean paste tastes. It's earthy, syrupy sweet. But again, that fortune cookie taste, soft like a pancake with that bean paste. It's different. I like it. I was gonna say I love it, but I don't know if we're right there yet. We're still dating. I don't love it yet. We're good.
My love, now that it's over.
Okay, so I stopped in the Akihabara District to look up some tech, just see if there's anything shopping-wise I wanted to hit. And I stumbled across a spot called Jack and the Donuts. I've never been here before. It seems like it's a very American place. I don't know why I just think donuts. They have like those typical American-style donuts, the stuffed ones, the rings. It just doesn't seem very Japan, but maybe I'm ignorant. Maybe this is a Japanese brand, or maybe I am wasting my time trying something I can eat over in the States. I don't know, but they had a few options that seemed a little extravagant, so I want to see what we got here. This is a creme brulee donut. I'm getting very good vibes from this one right here. Crispy top, glazed at the bottom. See what we got. Stuffed with cream. It's kind of chicks. You get the burnt flavor from the brulee process. The cream, it's bitter, very medicine-y. Tastes like it could knock out a cold real quick. I don't know if you can see those black specks, but there's some kind of spice in the cream. It's confusing. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. And then there's this donut with a nipple on it. I got it because it just looks so like different. Like, I don't know why it looks like there's a body part on it, but that's exclusively the reason I got this one. And I don't even know how to pronounce the name of it, but when I do figure that out, I'll put that right here on the screen. Again, it just, like, you can't tell me I'm the only one who you see it. I'm not the only one who sees that. And with that said, we're going in the only way I know how. That is not good at all. Huh. This tastes like plastic, but it's literally like if you mix Play-Doh and plastic, that's what this little nodule tastes like. And same for that cream it was resting on. So let's try the actual donut and see if there's any saving grace in the main star here. I mean, I guess it's fine. It kind of has the flavor of a very subdued yellow cake. That cream in the middle is almost just like a whipped cream. Like literally like the whipped cream you get out of a can at the supermarket. So it's pretty inoffensive. It's borderline like icing as well. I much prefer the donut by itself than with the Play-Doh nipple on the top of it. That's probably way too much money, but let's move on. So the last experience pissed me off so much, I went to the place next door out of spite. There's a spot called Beard Papa, and they have these, what I call them donuts, these like puff pastries. So we will see if this scratches the itch I tried to scratch earlier. So first we have this custard pastry. It's almost the texture of a cookie right here, but it has that donut shape. And the bits inside almost seem as if they're like a cheese Danish filling. At least it looks like it. Let's see what we got here. Oh, there's so much going on here. First off, this is like the consistency of a marshmallow. I think it may be mochi. That custard in the middle is akin to something you'd find in like a Boston cream pie donut again. But then there's a separate cream in the middle. It's cream on top of cream, cream pie central. Oh no, it's not cream. It's like an eggy kind of a filling not creamy at all. It's literally just like almost like an egg, like a cooked egg. It's like elevated sugar cookie energy. I rock with that. I dig it. And then I got one of their puff pastries. I think this is just vanilla or cream. This one is that bitch. It's super cool. It's light, not overly sweet at all. And the exterior is almost like a very crispy buttermilk biscuit, but it's so light and airy. It's fluffy. It's not like dense like a biscuit maybe. And you got little crunchy bits on the top. Adds a little bit of texture, a little bit more crunch on top of the crunch. Much better. That over there, ass. That over here, class. Let's move on. So I have officially reached the freaky deaky part of the city. I look up and I see very well endowed anime girls, and I look to my right and then I see more very well endowed anime girls. A very awkward predicament to be in when you're walking with your wife in a strange new land, but we shall persevere and see if we can find more well endowed anime girls. Isn't that right, wife?
No.
We will find more well-endowed anime girls. Help him. My wife's like, you want to see if I can do it? Hold on, but play his bullshit.
No?
We're leaving this country. Let's go. Okay, so we were pretty much just exploring, going up and down random streets and alleys, trying to see if we found something interesting. And we happened across this little sleepy looking cozy bar, and it came to me, I haven't experienced a Japanese bar. The bar scene in Japan is new to me. So I walk in, grab a table, and perusing the menu, I see that they have a beer beef curry, and that got me going in all the right places. So I figure we're about to go balls deep into that. And I'm going to also ask my waitress for her suggestion on a really good Japanese beer, something you can't find over in Cleveland, Ohio, because I figured if I come to Japan and I'm drinking Miller Lite, I'm an absolute failure, right? What is it called again? What's Hokkaido?
Hokkaido. Japanese top.
Oh, Japanese top beer. Okay, yeah.
Hokkaido here.
Okay, let's do it. The Hokkaido, I forgot already how she told me to pronounce it. Let's see what we got here. It's like very floral, almost fruity, not like sweet fruity, obviously. It tastes pretty, if that makes sense. Not very hoppy, and it's smooth. I'm not as versed in reviewing beer as I am food, so bear with me. I don't know, it's very complex. Or maybe it's just me being a basic bitch when it comes to beer. I enjoy it.
23.
Yeah, I'm curious, like, what are the ingredients in it? Just because we taste like notes of like maybe fruit, something floral, but we just want to.
It doesn't say anything about any actual fruit in it.
Okay, no worries. Okay, well, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah. So I don't know what the I'm talking about. Okay, cool. Okay, the beef curry. Now, honestly, I am very excited. I didn't think I was going to have a curry experience to end my night, but being the fan of curry I am becoming, and I don't know if I've ever had a beef curry before, this really is a unexpected treat for me. The big center of that muscle right there almost looked like a bone. I thought this was like an oxtail curry. They're gonna have to peel me off the floor of this place if they were about to serve me some oxtail curry in Japan. Let's see what we got here. The curry is spicy, tomatoey, garlicky. I may taste a little onion in here, maybe. And the beef is cooked down, falling apart. The rice is actually mildly seasoned too, which is a rarity because most folks that give you curry and rice, the rice is completely naked, bare, no personality. This actually has some herb on it. I believe it's like cooked in maybe like a beef or chicken broth. There's like a bit of umami in the rice. Even little tortilla strips on the top of it. The tortilla strips are stale, but the rice is not. That's all that matters, right? It'd be nice if there was like some carrot in here, because that would give it like maybe like a beef stew kind of a vibe. Ooh, beef stew curry. Mental note, beef stew curry. The only thing is that this beef is per hunk majority fat, and my texture thing. I gotta pick around the fat. And I know a lot of y'all will call me a bitch for not really enjoying the fat, but tell me this. When you eat ribs, are you looking for that little minuscule module of fat? Or are you looking for the meat, the fiber, the muscle? When you eat roast beef, ham, turkey, are you enjoying the fat just as much as the meat? I don't think you are. And if you're going to tell me you are, you're a liar. But let me know in the comments, how much of a fan of the fat on meat are you? Let me know. Because again, like this, I think this is just all fat. Oh, it's not. Actually, no, this is not. This is just the most tender meat that I think I may have had in this city so far. So it's like those pockets of roast beef where it might be like a little tougher than others, but then the parts that are really cooked down are just literally like almost like air, like you're just like chewing meat air, but in a good way. That's very good. That is very, very good. And again, I keep saying it, but it just rings true everywhere I go. For this to be a crowded bar, it just seems like it's such a calmer vibe. It's not rambunctious. It's not rowdy, disorderly. Everyone's just enjoying a meal, talking at a normal pace, and enjoying each other's company in the environment. And I'm a massive fan of that. So I hear nothing but how 7-Eleven in Japan is so immaculate. I had to stop by because I was coming across the street and I found one. It's probably going to be a rough ass night. A sausage stuffed donut. It's more of a croissant than anything. It's not going to be your typical like sweet donut. And that sausage is almost like a Eckerich kielbasa. It's just like a mini version of it, like pigs in a blanket style. That's it. I can see the appeal of this. This is pretty smacking, honestly. Dry as but smacking. Pork sausage and rice with mayo and garlic. Oh, that smells dangerous. Not in a good way at all. This, Oh, shit. That's a big no for me. This is probably supposed to be spam, but maybe there's some kind of, I don't know, trademark thing where they can't use the word spam, but this is pretty much fucking spam. I mean, I like spam. I really do like spam. It's just not cold, no crispy, I like fried spam. It's like you got that fucked up pig from the farm. I don't know, this is just, I'm okay on this one. Not for me. This is a rice ball filled with salmon roe and soy sauce. The salmon roe are just salmon eggs. And again, it gives you a feel of just little balls of salt water. And they're already pretty salty. And then you get the saltiness from the soy sauce. It's a doctor's worst nightmare. The spicy chicken patty. I mean, it tastes fine. But what is that gooey shit between the crust and the meat? What the is that? I have no fucking clue. Is that uncooked batter? Like, look at just all the juices, and it's not attractive. It's just oozing, but it tastes fine. I guess that's all that matters. What the though? A beef and potato croquette. The I'm like, and I went all through her guts, and I guess that they forgot the beef in my beef and potato croquette. It's all just potato. It's basically like a fried mashed potato patty. Disappointment. Cool. Sweet. I did not order a corn dog, but I was apparently given a corn dog. All right, let's try it. I mean, it's pretty cool for what it is. It's a corn dog with a lot of batter. Ooh, this shit smells like who did it and why. It really could be a rough night for your boy. I've been actually talking about these for weeks. The legendary 7-Eleven egg salad sandwich. Oh man, I see the hype. Okay. A very smooth filling that's almost whipped
you got nowhere near as many egg whites as you would like a normal egg salad sandwich, which is actually great. You want more of that filling than you actually want egg whites in most of cases, I feel. It's sweet, it's seasoned well. This bread is the softest I think I've had since this trip started. A salmon and salmon roe rice ball. This shit don't look right. Oh, there's so much oozing out of this, so much oozing. Let me bite it. It's fine. It's like they kind of f***ed me over because where it looked like it was gonna be just oozing and packed with roe and salmon, you actually bite into it, and there are a few shards of salmon, and that's all it has to its name. So scam, immediate scam. Now the steamed octopus. How depraved do I have to be in Japan, 10 o'clock at night, eating steamed octopus I got from a convenience store? It kind of smells like canned tuna. That's very odd. Octopusy suction cups and all. Let's see, we got. Nope. 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 See, the thing is that I actually with octopus. I will smack down some octopus every live long day, but it has to be cooked properly. This is rubbery, this is chewy. I could not get my teeth to meet trying to eat this. Bars. And I hear if you cook octopus properly, it should be tender, it should be meaty, it should be like barely any different than any other meat that you would put in your mouth. But this, I can't pull this shit apart. I'm not a weak ass dude. I should be able to pull apart this little bit of food, right? I should be able to dig my nails into it, but I cannot. So I only can deduce that this is some bullshit. So I'm not going to even attempt to eat any more of that. Follow along for the rest of my Japan journey. Thank you.
Good morning. It is the next day. We decided we wanted to go for a little brief stroll at Habaya Park, excuse me if I'm mispronouncing that. We stumbled across a little fair something. There are a lot of food trucks. Surprisingly, a lot of them have American fare. I see hot dogs, cheese steaks, pizza. Granted, pizza's not American fare, but I actually want to take this opportunity to try a few American staples in Japan. I'm gonna try a hot dog from this place called Hot Dog Cafe Stand, and back that way, there was a cheesesteak spot. I'll report back. Okay, scratch that. It's a hot dog spot that does not have hot dogs today. They're doing cheesesteaks, but I'd rather much go to the cheesesteak spot for my cheesesteak. That was super confusing, but now let's go here. Japan's version of a cheesesteak. Now, if you watched the airplane vlog, you'll know I had a cheesesteak on the plane and it did not do anything to me. They tried their hardest. So let's see if this spot, which looks like it has a bit more promise, does anything. Now you see, it's actually coated with, I assume, their version of a cheese whiz. I don't know if this is Cooper Sharp, cheddar, but let's take a look and see. The beef is tender, moist, seasoned to perfection. And this cheese sauce, oh my God. I think that might be Cooper Sharp. It borderline tastes like macaroni and cheese sauce. Like if this would not be out of place, surrounded by grandma's noodles. You know, that is very good. And this is a Westerner who came from a 2-week trip in Philly a few months ago. This does it. This does everything it's supposed to do. And now, French fry, but they call them long fries. And considering that's one fry, granted, like, you can see it's a twist of fries, but let's see if I can separate. Damn, I broke the long fry. But you can see in there's one of these fries that expands the length of my entire forearm. So you do not get a lie when you're served a long fry. Bars, like performing surgery here. But even here, even the one I kind of castrated, you have just so much length. Let's see if the flavor matches the length. It does not. It's a extremely crispy, borderline potato chip crispy exterior with a mashed potato interior. So I'm thinking maybe to make these, they just mash up, grind the processed potato, and maybe they pipe it out in long fry shapes and they fry it because it's just so pillowy. Like it has to be a mashed potato type of thing. Not a lot of salt, not a lot of seasoning, but that texture almost does enough, you know? I will finish these and I might order more. It's just, I'm ready to go home. But I was saying, the texture carries these and it carries it all the way to the finish line. This, that's a banger. My wife just corrected me. She asked me how much salt or if I wanted salt, and I told her very little salt. So that's on me. So granted, if you get them normal with the regular amount of salt, probably 10 out of 10. So user error, orderer error, these, perfect. Probably perfect if given to you the way they should be. I messed up.
Then another stroll through the city to our lunch destination, Kaiten Sushi Ginza, one of the highest rated sushi restaurants in the city. There was a 2-hour wait when we arrived, so we took time to do a little shopping, and even when we got back, we still had to wait about 30 minutes to be seated. And I loved how each seat had its own little water faucet and matcha so you can brew up your own drink while you wait for your food. The tablets at each seat allow you to place your order as you go so you don't have to wait for service, and I absolutely loved being able to watch these artists do what they do.
This is the crab 3 ways. You get it flaked, boiled, raw. Never had raw crab before. Flaked crab. Almost imagine like a crab salad, as if like potato salad. No, like chicken salad. Imagine a crab salad. That's pretty good. Now raw crab. It's not as like jarring as I thought it would be. It's almost the consistency of Jello. Now, normally like a savory dish, that would be really weird for me, really tough to get down. I'd be fighting it every inch of the way, but for some reason, that savory jelly-like texture did not hit me the same way most textures like that would hit me. I'm here for it. This is what they call a luxury tuna. I see like a minced tuna, a chunked tuna, maybe tuna roll, no, salmon roll, some kind of roll, and another little fish egg looking thing here, and maybe some sea urchin. Oh yeah, actually, and there's a little bit of sea urchin right here. I've never had sea urchin before. Oh, the sea urchin is so creamy. It's almost like a sauce. Tuna's fresh, little bubbles from the salmon roll. That's another kind of crazy experience. I don't know why I thought sea urchin would have been like gelatinous, tough, jiggly, you know what I mean? Solid. Bit of the lean tuna. This is really on another level. How clean it is. Like there's no fishiness to it at all. First time trying conger. Oh, this is a crazy texture. It's a lot stiffer than I thought it was going to be. Another one that I thought was going to be just super soft because it resembled a cloud. It has like this tart little sauce they serve with it too. Oh man, that was actually great. And you know, I am confused because I am forgetting what I'm ordering here. And now I'm moving too fast, so I'm ordering things before I even have an opportunity to comprehend what they are. I think this is a seared salmon. I could be very wrong about that. Let's see where. Whatever it is delicious. It has this very warm, sweet, fragrant sauce on top of it. The fish is like butter. Cut through it. So soft, so tender, flavorful, fresh. I'm here for it. It's just pickled mackerel. That almost has the consistency of a cooked fish. It's flaky, almost like the consistency of like a cut of steak. I don't know if I taste any of the pickling process, but it's a good piece of fish. A bit fishy though. You do get the fishiness here. And this is a green tea panna cotta. If I was going to oversimplify it, I would call it a green tea pudding, but it actually has more of a flan texture.
natural green tea dip is not really sweet at all. The cream on top is carrying the dessert factor of it all. And you got little bits of green tea sprinkled throughout the bitch. It's refreshing, damn refreshing.
Now it's time to visit one of the most popular teppanyaki chains in the city, New Matsusaka. Serving up everything from Kobe to Wagyu while you get to watch the chef do his thing right in front of you.
Chinese cabbage sauteed in white wine,
Thank you.
flavored with salt and black pepper and white pepper. LeBron James.
Yeah, LeBron James.
Here's your foie gras with black truffle sauce on top and your lobster sauté with American cream sauce on it.
It's fatty and has like a nice nutty flavor. It's just the texture that gets me, you know. We were here for 5 days total. So we're here for one more full day.
Okay, and then go back.
Then we go back home. Thank you.
Three, two, one. There we go. So this is the Matsusaka,
Matsusaka.
Kobe, and the A5.
Thank you so much. The Kobe first.
Kobe.
The A5 Wagyu. Like buttery. The Matsusaka. Very tender, fatty one too. The Kobe with Cambodian black pepper. Ooh. I love black pepper. I love pepper.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And also we got charcoal salt. It's Wagyu with the Cambodian black pepper and the charcoal salt. That's it.
The next day, we explored a little bit while I grabbed footage for my Japanese fast food video. If you haven't watched that, make sure you do. And we stumbled into a spot that I can only describe as a casino for kids. If you played Pokemon Red and Blue, this is what I imagine the game corner is based off of. Just consoles and slots and lights and music. For what seemed like miles, it made my head spin. I had to get the f out of there. And the final stop on this food tour was Ginza Bairin Honten, and excuse my pronunciation again, an extremely viral tonkatsu spot you all requested I hit up. Down a spiral staircase, I was met with a line, another f***ing line, that quickly extended behind me. After about a half hour, we were seated in what's becoming my favorite spot in any restaurant. I'm gonna call it Fireside from this point on. I ordered a pork tonkatsu sandwich, a lovely crispy fried pork cutlet tucked between two slices of soft, fluffy milk bread. My big ass almost knocked over my miso soup when I took the first bite. Your boy broke out into the fat boy sweats. You've got that golden crunch on the outside, tender, juicy pork on the inside, a drizzle of that tangy, sweet tonkatsu sauce, and for the extra calorie intake, I also got the katsu meal as well. And the meat fried with so much care, perfectly crisp and not oily at all, and delicately seasoned, and that tonkatsu sauce just really wiggles my jimmy. I'm still thinking about that first bite. My time in Japan reminded me that life isn't just about getting somewhere fast. It's about slowing down long enough to feel where you are. Whether it was a quiet walk to work, a late-night bowl of curry, or just sharing laughs over street food, everything here felt intentional. Traveling like this opens your eyes, your mind, and of course your appetite for more. I'll definitely be back because there's still so much more to see, taste, and learn. Until then, where should I hit up next? Let me know in the comments where you want to see Snack Daddy. And until then, I've been me, you continue to be you, and I will see you soon.